Hello, I'm Mr. Conductor, and I'm going to tell you a story about trains. Just trains, no folks far apart, or a magic railway that brings them together. This is the story of Thomas and Diesel 10. Thomas and Diesel 10 had never seen eye to eye. Diesel often likes to taunt Thomas about being frightened, and Thomas doesn't like that at all. Diesel often likes to taunt Thomas about being frightened, and Thomas doesn't like that at all. One evening, Thomas had to stay in the smelters due to an accident on the line. He had to share a shed with Diesel and was soon dozing happily, but Diesel saw a chance for mischief. Thomas decided to say nothing. And went to sleep instead. Next day, Sir Topham Hatt came to see him. So Sir Topham Hatt went to his car and drove off. I'm going to do that one again. So Sir Topham Hatt went to his car and drove off. Diesel 10, meanwhile, was moving trucks into a siding. He was helping workmen repair a section of track on the main line. He lifted up old rails and put new ones in place, and even scooped up ballast for the workmen to spread down. Just then, Henry passed by with a goods train. The signalman changed the switches, and Diesel was on the siding to let Henry pass. Alright, we're going to retake it a little bit. Just then, Henry passed by with the goods train. The signalman changed the switches, and Diesel waited on the siding to let Henry pass. But then there was trouble. Replied his driver. Diesel was speechless. He watched as the other engines went home to their sheds. Nighttime came, and Diesel began to feel very cold and very lonely. Meanwhile, Thomas had arrived at the docks and was waiting for his mysterious load. Suddenly, there it was. Workmen lifted the dragon onto Thomas's low loader and put lights all around it for protection. Then he set off into the misty night. Diesel was asleep in his siding. He had no idea that Thomas was approaching him. Next morning, the switches were fixed, and Diesel rolled back to the smelters. Splatter and Dodge were just about to leave with the goods train. When the others heard the news, they laughed too. But Diesel soon found out that he hadn't. While he was waiting at a station, he saw it again. Diesel decided to tell Thomas the truth. With that, the two engines were now even with each other about being spooked. The end.